जयो राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर श्री राधे जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ श्री राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बालदेवा जय सुभद्रमा जय गौरनिता जय गौरनिता जय गौरनिता जय गौरनिता जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव परिहंसकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद् अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शीला प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य शीला प्रभुपाद की, नामाचार्य शीला हरिदास ठाकुर की, ग्रंथरा श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada की जय। Krishna. So welcome to this morning Bhagavatam class. So today we are reciting the verse from Canto 4, chapter 12. Dhruva Maharaj goes back to Godhead and the text number 28. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Text 28. Maitreya Uvacha Nishamya Vaikunta Niyojya Mukhyayar Madhujutam Vacha Murukrama Priyaha Kritabhisheka Krutanitya Mangalo Munin Pranamyasi Samabhyavadayat Maitreya Uvacha Nishamya Vaikunta Niyojya Mukhyayar Madhuchutam Vacham Urukrama Priya Krutabhisheka Krutanitya Mangalo Munin Pranamyasi Samabhyavadayat Maitreya Uvacha Nishamya Vaikunta Niyojya Mukyayor Madhuchutam Vacha Murukrama Priyaha कृताभिषेका कृतनित्यमङ्गलो मुनिन् प्रणम्यासि समाभ्यवादयात्. प्रभुजी. मैत्रेय उवाच निशाम्य वैकुण्ठनियोज्यमुख्ययोर् मधुच्युतं वाचमुरुक्रमप्रियः कृतनित्यमङ्गलो मुनिन् प्रणम्यासि समाभ्यवादयत्. मैत्रेय उवाच निशाम्य वैकुण्ठनियोज्यमुख्ययोर् मधुच्युतं वाचमुरुक्रमप्रियः कृताभिषेका कृतनित्यमङ्गलो मुनिं प्रणम्यासि समाभ्यवादयत्. मैत्रेय उवाच निशाम्य वैकुण्ठनियोज्यमुख्ययोर् मधुच्युतं वाचमुरुक्रमप्रियः कृताभिषेका कृतनित्यमङ्गलो मुनिं प्रणम्यासि समाभ्यवादयत्. माताजी. मैत्रेय उवाच निशाम्य वैकुण्ठनियोज्यमुख्ययोर् मधुच्युतं वाचमुरुक्रमप्रियः कृताभिषेका कृतनित्यमङ्गलो मुनिं प्रणम्यासि समाभ्यवादयत्. मैत्रेय उवाच निशाम्य वैकुण्ठनियोज्यमुख्ययोर् मधुच्युतं वाचमुरुक्रमप्रियः कृताभिषेका कृतनित्यमङ्गलो मुनिं प्रणम्यासि समाभ्यवादयत्. Word to word meaning. Maitreya Uvacha. The great sage Maitreya said, Nishamya, after hearing Vaikunta of the Lord, Niyojya, associates, Mukyayo, of the chief, Madhuchutam, like pouring honey, Vacham, speeches, Urukrama Priyaha, Dhruva Maharaja, who was very dear to the Lord, Kritabhisheka, took his sacred bath, Krita, performed, Nitya Mangala, his daily spiritual duties, Munin, to the sages, Pranamya, having offered obeisances, Asisam, blessings, Abhyavadayat, accepted. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Please repeat. The great sage Maitreya continued. Maharaja Dhruva was very dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When he heard the sweet speeches of the Lord's chief associates in the Vaikuntha planet, he immediately took his sacred bath, dressed himself with suitable ornaments, and performed his daily spiritual duties. Thereafter, he offered his respectable obeisances to the great sages present there and accepted their blessings. Purport. We should mark how dutiful Dhruva Maharaja was in his devotional service. Even at the time he left this material world, he was constantly alert in the performance of devotional service. Every devotee should take his bath clearly in the morning and decorate his body with tilaka. In Kali Yuga, one can hardly acquire gold or jeweled ornaments, but the 12 tilakas marked on the body are sufficient as auspicious decoration to purify the body. Since Dhruva Maharaja was living at the time at the Badrikashram, there were other great sages there. He did not become puffed up because of the airplane sent by Lord Vishnu was waiting for him. As a humble Vaishnava, he accepted blessings from all the sages before riding on the plane brought by the chief of the Vaikuntha associates. Let's do Mangalacharan. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnana Anjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitam Shyam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpa tarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktarunda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So welcome to this morning Bhagavatam class, and we are continuing the pastimes of Dhruva Maharaj. And in today's verse, Dhruva Maharaj is ready to leave this material world as Vaikuntha chief associates of Vishnu came to take him back. So he is getting ready. If you see this today's verse in the translation and purport, there are 3 activities Dhruva Maharaj was performing before leaving this material world. What he was doing? He immediately took sacred bath, dressed himself with suitable ornaments, and performed his daily spiritual duties. And thereafter he offered his respectable obeisances to the great sages present there and accepted blessings. So these are the 3 main key activities he was doing before leaving the material world. So this is one of the, even though the purport and there is very translation, it looks small, but it has very key important message for us. This is the mood what Dhruv Maharaj is leaving this material world. So before leaving this material world, what kind of consciousness Dhruv Maharaj is maintaining? This is the key message. When the time comes, when we are leaving our body, we should try to develop this kind of consciousness. Of course, it's not in our control. How we are going to leave the body, we don't know. But our aim should be to ensure that at least we should have an objective that we should develop this kind of consciousness when we are leaving this body from this material world. That's why this is one of the important message we can take from this verse. So these are how our consciousness should be when we are leaving the body. That is what Dhruv Maharaj, we can learn from this Dhruv Maharaj pastime. If you see the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 8, text 5, Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yaprayasi samadbhavam yatri nasti atra samsaya. Those who are, when they leaving the body, if those who remember Krishna, they will attain his abode. Of this there is no doubt. Krishna is clearly saying. Now we could say Dhruv Maharaj is very clearly remembering Krishna and he is leaving this material planet. And the purport of that 8.5, the Antakala Chamameva verse, Prabhupada was telling, Krishna is pure, and remembering this Krishna also very pure. Those who are remembering Krishna constantly, they are the even more purest. So, and Prabhupada was clearly telling, and trying to remember Krishna at the time of death is not an easy thing. Suppose for your example, you are all preparing for some exams. Just one day before exam, if you study, what will happen? Will you get the subject clearly? You will get good marks? No. Same way, when you are leaving the body, if you try to remember Krishna, it's not possible. So, you have to start from the beginning. So you should constantly remember Krishna from the beginning. Then when this is the exam, the leaving the body is like exam for us. Whether you are going to pass, even if you are in a condition where you are not remembering Krishna, but if throughout your life you remember Krishna, Krishna will take care. But at least we should continue. Our goal is to remember Krishna at the time of death, and for that we should start the practice from now itself. That is the important message. And then that's what we could see Krishna in Dhruv Maharaj pastime. He at the age of 5, he got the darshan of Vishnu, right? So from there, he is completely devoted. All his activities are devotional. Even he was ruling the kingdom for such a long period of 36,000 years. His consciousness was not to enjoy the kingdom. His consciousness was to perform his duties in the Krishna conscious mood. So now throughout his life he was in Krishna conscious mood, and at the time when he was leaving this material world, he is still in Krishna consciousness mood. And we have many such pastimes from Srimad Bhagavatam. One such pastime is Parikshit Maharaj. Even Parikshit Maharaj got darshan of Vishnu in mother, his womb. And after that he was this great devotee. And at the time when he got to know in 7 days he is going to die, what he did? He was constantly listening Srimad Bhagavatam. Even Shukadeva Goswami was asking, you are non-stop without break, you are listening katha. You take break or eat some from prasadam or something. But he was not ready. He wanted to completely. That is the mood. And even King Katwanga, also we know the pastime, where he was helping demigods to defeat Rakshasas. And after the completion of the war, he got to know how much time he left. He was only, according to heavenly planets, he was only very short span of time. Immediately he came back and he started meditating on Krishna. He was liberated. Not only Bhagavatam stories. If you see, few years back, His Holiness Kadambakanan Swami Maharaj left his body, right? And he was suffering with the cancer and he was leaving the body. And at the final stages, we heard so many pastimes and from so many great devotees. And when he was leaving the body, he was not able to, he doesn't have energy to chant. And his spiritual master, Parampuj Jayadvaita Swami Maharaj, was telling him, since you are not able to hold the beats, you don't have energy, you can chant very less. But then Maharaj told, Maharaj, don't give me such instruction. Let me continue my chanting. That is the mood of a devotee. So he will always try to continue chanting. This is the mood The Dhruva Maharaj was exhibiting great personalities. This is the top highest standard of the devotion, where devotees always wanted to continue their devotion. It doesn't matter whether living in this planet, whether they are leaving this planet. It doesn't matter. In all the times, they wanted to perform the devotion. This is where it connects to the Sikshastakam 4th verse. What is that? Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye, mama janmane janmaneshware, bhavatar bhaktir ahitaki tvayi. What is the translation? O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service birth after birth. So, it doesn't matter whether we are going to hell, whether we are going to heaven, or we are going to any Vaikuntha planet, or where we are going to Goloka. All we need is service. When we are living in this planet, we are serving. When you are leaving this planet, we are serving. And after leaving the body also, we should. That is the mood of the highest devotee. That is the mood. This we can see the same mood Dhruva Maharaj was exhibiting here. He performed all his duties. He did a sacred bath, and it's a Pundarika ashram, right? So it's a auspicious place, holy dham, and then he is paying obeisances to all the sages. So this is the mood. This is the standard of the mood. The devotees, we all should aim. Of course, it is the very highest standard, but that is our aim. We should focus. And the next important thing is, in the Prabhupada was telling, the wearing the tilak. Even the purport Prabhupada was saying, every devotee should take his bath early in the morning and decorate his body with tilaka. In Kali Yuga, one can hardly acquire gold or jeweled ornaments, but the 12 tilakas mark on the body are sufficient as auspicious decoration to purify the body. So, this is where Prabhupada was emphasizing on Vaishnava etiquette. Right? As a devotee, practicing devotees, what should be? Important thing Prabhupada was telling in the Kali Yuga, we don't need to look for any ornaments, gold, jewelries or anything. All we need to do, Vaishnava tilak, we need to wear. That is take the bath early in the morning and put Vaishnava tilak. That is the important thing. So, we'll spend some time on Vaishnava tilak and some importance and significance, why we need to put the tilak and what is the significance. So, first thing, so in Srimad Bhagavatam, we say it was mentioned, right? Supreme Personality Krishna can be realized in 3 ways: Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan, Itsebhyati, right? Krishna can be realized by people as a Brahma Jyoti, or Paramatma, or Bhagavan. So these are the 3 ways, right? And the Paramatma, where is he sitting? Is he sitting inside our heart? So wherever Lord is sitting, it is like a temple. See, like if we are living in this temple, every day devotees will take care of this temple very nicely. They decorate the deities, they neat the temple hall, and they will keep all the temple premises, everything clean and neat, because Supreme Lord resides. It's his house. He is residing. Similarly, this body is given by Krishna. All the material elements, earth, water, fire, air, ether, was created by source is Krishna. So this body is given by Krishna, and he is living inside our body as a Paramatma. So it's our responsibility to take this body properly. And so one of the Vaishnava etiquette is to put 12, it's called Urdhva Pundra, like 12 tilaks on our body. It's marking the significance of this. Shows that our body is a temple, and we should take care of this body properly. And what is tilak? We put 2 straight lines, and bottom we have one small dot kind of thing, right? 2 straight lines represents feet of Supreme Lord. So that is 2 straight lines. The lines will represent the feet of the Supreme Lord, and the bottom, the dot part is Tulsi. So this is means this reminds me our goal, objective of the life. What is our object? Taking the shelter of lotus feet of Supreme Lord, right? That is our aim. And this, when you are putting the tilak on your body, it reminds you all the time, right? This is your job. It helps us to remind us our goal, and it also helps when people see, okay, he is a devotee, and he will get impressed or influenced to practice his devotion. And there are some references, significance of the importance of putting tilak. In Padma Purana, it states that those who wear tulsi beads and tilak on the body, 12 places, it is like it will become purified. Wherever that person goes, that place will become purified. And it's like wherever he goes, that place will be like Vaikunta. So that is the importance of putting the tilak. And even Skanda Purana, it says that those who are putting the tilak and on forehead on the 12 parts of the body, then that no Yamaraj will not touch that person. And even in Ajamila pastimes, so the devotees put tilak, right? So Vaishnavas are not out of jurisdiction from Yamaraj. So those who are practicing Vaishnavas, those follow all the regulations of Vaishnava, that includes tilak, so they will be out of jurisdiction of Yamaraj. And even Padma Purana, again it was mentioned that those who are putting Vaishnava tilak, Gopi Chandan with tilak, what will happen? They will be, all the sins will be really delivered. He will be delivered from all the sins, whatever committed in the many lives, he will be delivered, and he will be, after leaving the body, he will be going back to Vaikunta planet, Goloka, Krishna's abode directly. So these are the various importances which scriptures mention why we need to put tilak on our forehead. And not only that, in the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, before he became sannyasi, he was teaching Sanskrit grammar, Vyakan, to the students, right? He used to enforce, every student has to put tilak before coming to the class, his class. That it means, what he established the standard is, they have to make up in the morning, take the bath, and do the chanting all the morning austerities, Gayatri, and then you come. So when you do all these morning activities, obviously you will put tilak. So that was his expectation. If someone is not putting the tilak on his forehead, then he used to ask him to stand up in front of everyone, and the kids, and he used to scold them. That way, all the students used to feel humiliated. So they will not repeat the mistake again. So one day, one devotee came, Mukunda, I think. Yeah, he came without tilak. Then immediately Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him to go back, and then he went there, he performed his duties, and then he put tilak, and then he came. So everybody is emphasizing the importance of this tilak. Now generally we put tilak with the Gopi Chandan, right? So most of you know the pastime of Gopi Chandan, how it is formed, but still we'll touch for the benefit of everyone. Gopi Chandan, it was a, so this is the Gopi Chandan, this pastime is like, so when Supreme Lord Krishna, after when he was in Dwaraka, right? So after leaving Braja Vrindavan, when he was living in Dwaraka for so many years, and then after some years, these gopis were staying away from Krishna in Vrindavan. They are feeling separation mood, and they are in separation mood. And then when one day they went to Kurukshetra, and there they met Supreme Lord Krishna. And during that, then after that, they went to Krishna took them to nearby forest. They played rasa dance again there, and they played musical instruments. They played so much time with the Krishna. They had the pastime. And then it is mentioned that it's like they spent like 1 day of Brahma, the period which during that time they were nicely decorated with all the perfume, all the perfumes and everything, and the kumkum and haldi, like all the fragrance items, everything they decorated. And after having that rasa dance with Krishna, they were very much tired, and Krishna took them to the nearby river, and that is close to Dwaraka again. It's outside of Dwaraka, but nearby. And there they took bath, they played, because they were very tired. Krishna took them to the cold water river, and then they were playing there. They had time, and then during that time when they were playing the water, all their whatever they applied on their body, fragrance items, everything they dissolved in the water, and it went into the bottom of the water, and that part again mixed with clay inside the river, and that is the devotees started taking that clay from that part, that river bed is called Gopi Chandan. That's the pastime of Gopi Chandan. And this tilak, the Gopi Chandan, again another pastime. This is mentioned in Garga Samhita, all this pastime. So another one more important, interesting pastime of Gopi Chandan, potency of Gopi Chandan. So the one which we heard is about how the Gopi Chandan is formed. The other important pastime, importance of Gopi Chandan, applying tilak, how potent it is, like how important and how the potency of that Gopi Chandan. There is another pastime, same thing mentioned in Garga Samhita. There was a king called Dirgabahu, I think, yeah, his name. So he was ruling the country, and he was very sinful person. He was the most sinful person at that time on that planet. What he killed many brahmanas, and he killed cows, and he killed pregnant women. He killed deers. He used to go for hunting. He killed so many. So he did so many bad activities. He was very terrible person. He was most sinful person. And one day when he went to the forest for hunting, and his ministers killed him to grab this kingdom, because he was a sinful bad person. The minister wanted to kill and get rid of him from the kingdom. So they killed him, this Dirgabahu, and then he died. He fallen on the ground, and then Yamadutas came. He took him to the Yamaloka. Obviously, we are generally, by saying that he is the most sinful person, the Yamadutas will come. And he took the Yamadutas to the Yamadutas took to this Yamadharmaraj. And Yamadharmaraj and Chitragupt started reviewing his account. The Chitragupta was telling, he killed so many brahmanas, he killed cows, he killed women, he killed many animals in the forest. So there is no such thing that he did not do any bad activity. And in this account, there is no good activity. Even they tried to see, they could not find any pious activities in his account. So as a result, Yamadharmaraj declared that, okay, he will be putting into the hell for the time until sun and moon shining in the sky. So until dissolution of this material world, like that way we can understand. So they said, and then they put him in a hell called Kumbhipaka, where there is a 8,500 miles wide of boiling oil, such a big thing, and he was put him into this big boiling oil. And the heat coming from that boiling oil is as good as when devastation is material world is annihilating, the heat it is generating, that much heat the boiling oil is generating. And he was put him into that boiling oil. Suddenly it became cold. He was not feeling very hot. Then Yamadutas observed and came back to Yamadharmaraj. Totally. He is not having any problem. The oil became cold. He is not having any impact. Then Yamadharmaraj was thinking, why it is happened? He is the most sinful person. So even I think this kind of thing happened only for Prahalad Maharaj. When he was put it into the oil by Hiranyakashipu, he was having that kind of, it was by mercy of Krishna, he was not feeling very hot. Similar thing happening to this sinful king when he was they have thrown him into the boiling oil of that Kumbhipaka and hell. Then Yamadharmaraj was, Chitragupta was thinking, why it is happening? Then to that place, the Vyasadeva came to there, Yamadharmaraj, to meet him. So then Vyasadeva, Yamadharmaraj and Chitragupta received very nicely, and then he was inquiring, Yamadharmaraj is inquiring to Vyasadeva. This is what happened. He is the most sinful person. And we put him into this Narakloka, Kumbhipak, Narak hell, and he was not affected by that boiling oil. What was the reason? Then Vyasadeva told. So it is very difficult to understand our piety, our bad things, progress of devotion, karma. It's very complex thing. It's not easy to understand. Then he was telling that. Then they could not find any good deed apart from. But Vyasadeva told that he did one good thing without his knowledge. What is that? Then he was telling that when in the forest, the minister was killing him, he was fallen on the ground. On that ground, some time back, somebody dropped Gopi Chandan on that place. And the king exactly fallen in that Gopi Chandan. Then, because of in fact, it means he died on the Gopi Chandan. Where the Gopi Chandan is lying, he died in the Gopi Chandan. So, that is the pious thing, where since he was fallen on the ground, he touched the Gopi Chandan when he was leaving the body. That created him as a piety, the Sukruti. And because of that, he was not able to he was not impacted by any punishments given in the hellish planet. See, that is the just by touching the sinful person, he got that. Then, if we put daily tilak, Gopi Chandan tilak, you can imagine. We will be not only that. If you put Gopi tilak, whoever is seeing that person, he will get benefited. So this is the potency of tilak. So we could see that Dhruva Maharaja was practicing such nice Vaishnava etiquette. He was putting tilak just even before leaving the material world. So people, when we are leaving, we are to practice all the Vaishnava etiquette, and putting the tilak is very important, significant. So this is the potency of Gopi Chandan tilak. So we can, there are many references. Even Brahma Samhita, Ganesha was saying that I am protecting all the disturbances of the people in the material world. How I am getting the power? He is keeping the lotus, the Gopi tilak on his forehead. And it is clearly one of the verses in Brahma Samhita, it was there. So Ganesh is glorifying that Supreme Lord, that because he is putting that Chandan tilak, that is helping him to protect, remove all the disturbances of the material people. And not only that, if you see Mother Yashoda, when Putana came to kill Krishna, and Krishna killed Putana, and after that Mother Yashoda was very well read. She was thinking that some evil eye is on Krishna, and she wanted to purification process. What she did, she bathed him with cow urine, and then she put tilak with cow dung, right? So this is what the custom practice was there from beginning. And even some of the past, sometimes Srila Prabhupada was told when he was giving the diksha to some devotees, and one of the devotees taking the diksha ceremony, came forward to take the beads and the holy name, and then Prabhupada saw he's not putting the tilak. Then Prabhupada asked, where is your tilak? But in fact, the devotee put the tilak. Because of so much work in the sweat, the tilak was removed, gone. Then Prabhupada immediately said, no, you pause the activity, you go and put the tilak and come back. So that is the significance, importance of tilak, how Srila Prabhupada was emphasizing. Even there were, I think if you see some of the lectures of Amarendra Prabhu, he used to tell, when he was going to college, when he was going to study, going to the school, he used to put tilak every day. And even one of the servant of our spiritual master, His Holiness Radhana Swami, the servant is Pranavananda Prabhu. He came here in the month of February, March this year. So he was telling that story, like when he was going to, he was studied engineering in India. When he was going to college engineering, he used to put tilak. Initially people used to make fun, but later, even after making the fun, he didn't change his style. He was continuing, but people started respecting him. So I think we feel when we go out, we feel sometimes we're not feeling comfortable to put the tilak, and some people told that, okay, if the situation is not allowing, put the tilak with water, wherever it is not practical. But ideally, we should always keep Gopi Chandan with tilak, proper tilak, but if it is not there, if the situation is not allowing, put with water. So these are the various things which are related to tilak. When the Prabhupada was mentioning the purport, putting the tilak is very important, I thought of providing these details, why it is important, how significant, and what is the potency. And the last part of this purport Prabhupada was mentioning is the activity which he was doing. Dhruva Maharaj is paying obeisances to all the sages. He is taking the blessings. The reason, when we achieve any material success in the material platform, when we get success, we think that, okay, I did this, I achieved this success because of my strength, my ability. That is the material way of thinking. And we compare with other people who didn't have a success like us, and we feel very pride. We feel proud of that our achievement, and we see very low, with a low consciousness we treat them. That is the material way of dealing with success, right? Everything I achieved. I. Because of me, everything is achieved, and I am the full credit to me. That is, and you will feel proud, and you will disregard other people. So that is the way people deal material success. But now we see Dhruva Maharaj. How is it? It is just close associates of Vishnu. came to take him back to Vaikunta. In general, if it is a material situation, people used to feel proud. Okay, I got aeroplane from Vaikunta planet, I am going bye-bye. If it is like a material way of thinking, right? He will not, don't care. See, you people are sitting here for so long, I got the plane, right? See how great I am. That was the material kind. But what Dhruva Maharaj is doing, he is taking the obeisances from all the sages there. If you remember, this is the nature of the devotee, the pure Vaishnava. If you see the pastime of Dhruva Maharaj, he got because of Narada Muni blessings, he got the darshan of Vishnu. And when he was fighting with Yaksha, Swayambhuva Manu came and guided him to bring him on the right path, right? The devotees are there. In our devotee success, other devotees play important role. Every devotee, like we need to recognize the effort of other devotees in our bhakti, in our progress of devotion. That is that we can see from Dhruva Maharaj pastime, right? So he was, every stage somebody helped him. Because of that, all those devotees' efforts, now he is going back to Vaikunta. That's why he remembered all those things. It's in our devotion progress, other devotees play an important role, and because of that, he is taking blessings from all the devotees, and who are sages, great sages. And if you see, so we need to, this is another important, we need to never ignore other devotees' hand in our devotion path. Like if we see the Damodar Lila pastime, after when the Damodar was passing through the Yamalarjuna trees, right? The two Yamalarjuna trees broken, and the Nalakuvera Manigriva appeared back, right? There was a curse given by Narada Muni, but when to son of this Nalakuvera and Manigriva, but when they were feeling sad and they were asking forgiveness, Narada Muni told, Krishna will come and deliver. Since this is then to fulfill the Narada Muni desire, Krishna came and delivered. So this is the potency of devotees' hand in everywhere, Narada Muni. And even Tulsi Maharani, we pray in every day morning, right? Yeto Mara Sharana Loya Tara Vancha Purna Hoye Krupa Kori Kore Tare Vrindavana Vasi. What does it mean? Whoever takes shelter of you has wishes fulfilled. Bestowing your mercy on him, you make him a resident of Vrindavan. So this is the great devotee Tulsi Maharani is helping us. And even Radharani is also one of the topmost devotee in Prema Bhakti, right? So what? She always try to give the pleasure to Krishna. If she see any soul is very sincerely trying to serve Krishna, that gives pleasure to Krishna, then she will help you to give the services, and that way you will progress. So in our life, devotee's hand is very important. We should take that seriously. We should never offense devotee. So these are the three important things. Always, whether the three activities Dhruva Maharaja did, from that the three messages what we can take, we always perform. Whether you are living or leaving, after leaving the body also, we should always aim. It doesn't matter where we are going. Whether we are going to hell, it's Krishna. We leave it to Krishna. Whatever he feels correct, he will do. We need to focus on our bhakti. Second thing, Vaishnava etiquette. Putting tilak is very important. That's what, take the bath every day morning, early morning, and put the tilak. And then recognize the effort of, associate with the devotees, and recognize the effort of other devotees in your spiritual progress. These are the three important messages we can take from this verse. So I will conclude here. Any comments? Yes, Mataji. No, because see, in general, in olden days, they used to stay near, all the sages, great devotees, they used to live nearby river, holy river, they used to take. But in our case, we cannot, we don't have any sacred water, right? But some Maharajas advise, right? When before taking the bath, you take that read the verse, Gangaicha Yamune Chaiva Godavari Sarvaswati Narmada Sindhu Kaveri Jalasmin Sanidhinkuru. Or you can say Ganga, Ganga, Ganga 3 times. So that way, water will be purified. You can use that bath. That's Hare Krishna. Gaura Bhakta Vrunda ki jai. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna.